Tragically, only 2% of PE capital goes to minority entrepreneurs. This disparity makes no sense for a faith-driven investor, someone who believes that everyone, regardless of skin color, was created in the image of God. Today, we're talking to someone who's doing something about it. Burks Solomon is a partner at CoLab Capital, a group working to invest in Black innovators and entrepreneurs. And she's joined us live. Jewel, thank you very much for being here.
I am so happy to be here and to see you.
Some people may have heard from you and your venture with PartPick, which you sold to Amazon. It's a very big deal. It's an awesome exit. But today we want to focus on your career a bit more as an investor. You've launched CoLab Capital, so let's start there. What's the mission and vision of what you all are doing?
Launched CoLab Capital last year, and it was really born out of my own experiences as a founder, raising money, and then meeting with tons of other founders, and particularly Black founders, and hearing about their experiences, and really wanting to create a solution that served what I see as a huge opportunity in the market, where Black founders are not receiving funding at the same level. And I think a big part of it is because the funding models that currently exist weren't built with Black founders in mind. And so we have created a new funding model that we think better aligns the interests of Black founders with us as the investors. Mm-hmm. And what we're really going for as far as the mission and the vision of the fund is to disrupt the wealth gap that we have in this country. And so we think a lot about how do we help Black founders build sustainable, profitable businesses, and also help them, if they so choose, retain ownership in those businesses so that they can go back and reinvest in the communities that they are from.
Okay, good. Tell us a little bit more about what makes CoLab Capital and your approach novel, and how you're aligning your interests with that of the entrepreneur.
Yeah, so the novel part is our option for a profit share. So we think about investing in businesses that we know can become profitable. So we do invest in companies where we see a line to revenue. We think about the first $1 million and then the first $10 million, and we really do math to see what that line looks like and kind of what the prospects look like for the business. And so we think about that, and then we think about how do we align our interests, and we do that through profit shares. So we help the business come to a point where they are profitable. We make sure that they have gotten to what we consider to be kind of a sustainability point where they've hired the right people to grow. We think about how have they explored new product offerings or done the right R&D. And then at that point where we think they have what they need, they have the right people, the right team, then we begin to do a profit share. And that's how we get returns back into the fund. But with that, the entrepreneur has the option to buy back the equity that we originally have from the investment. So the reason that we do that is because we want entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs, to be able to maintain ownership in their businesses, so that at the end of the day, if they want to pass it down in their families, they can do that. And we think that there is a real opportunity to generate generational wealth through business ownership, and we want to be the vehicle that allows that to happen.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's a new approach, and one I love. I think it's really interesting. Now, turning your attention to the audience, we have investors from all over the world joining in. What do you think investors need to know about the underrepresentation and the underfunding of Black and minority-owned businesses in America and elsewhere in the world?
Yeah, I think the most important thing I can share is that there's not a pipeline problem. A lot of people ask me, you guys are investing only in Black entrepreneurs. Are you sure you're going to be able to find enough deals? And I can tell you definitively, based on the last few years of my work, that there are so many capable, talented, innovative Black entrepreneurs. There are more than we can fund right now. So if there are other investors who are looking to diversify the types of businesses that they're investing in, I can help you as far as help you with sourcing deals, but also just let you know that there absolutely is not a pipeline problem, but there is an access problem. So it really is going to require people looking in places that they maybe haven't looked before, partnering and collaborating with folks from different areas, looking outside of your backyard or kind of the network that you're a part of, and really digging a little bit deeper in order to make investments in companies that maybe look a little different from current portfolios.
You know, one of the things that I think that makes you obviously really uniquely qualified to lead CoLab is that you've been a successful entrepreneur yourself, and you're a role model that others can aspire to be like. And I bring this up to ask, do you have any type of plan or strategy to bring other successful entrepreneurs of color, people who've also been able to be out there and innovating, creating, have success, maybe some with exits, some that aren't, that might be able, like you, to pour into the lives of these aspiring entrepreneurs? People that can be their role models in the market, maybe in their neighborhood or their industry. What's it look like to bring in mentors?
Yes, and that's been a part of our fundraising strategy. So for our first close, majority of the dollars that we have brought in are coming from successful entrepreneurs, people that we've gotten to know over the years, people who have experienced what it's like to raise traditional venture funding and realize that there is an opportunity to do things a little bit differently, and people who really want to take what they've learned and impart it on the next generation of entrepreneurs. So that's been a big part of our fundraising strategy, is to get these folks who have that type of experience into the fold so that they can be helpful to the entrepreneurs that we back.
What do you hope is true for Black entrepreneurs and Black investors in America, say 10 years from now? What will be different about the way that we view the broader landscape and market?
I hope that we are not having the same conversation. I hope that people realize, and it's common knowledge, that you can go just about anywhere and find great entrepreneurs, Black entrepreneurs, Latinx entrepreneurs who are building incredible businesses and that deserve to be invested in. I hope that we have broken down some of the pattern matching that we are known to do in the investment community. And I'm very hopeful that we have more examples of success stories, because I think that's really what changes a generation, where you can look up to and see that, oh, this person's been successful and they come from where I come from, or they look like me. So I'm very hopeful that through our investments at CoLab Capital and through other funds and other people who are investing in Black entrepreneurs, that we'll see tons of examples that will really inspire the next generation.